All right, we're on lesson 3, which is combining like terms. So the first thing we're going to do is just a reminder that what are our like terms? Well, terms that have the same variable and the same exponent. So let's fill in the chart with 2 examples for each. So I'm going to go ahead, let you go ahead, fill in the chart, and then just see and check with what I did. They don't have to be the same as what I've done. Okay, so for me, I've got some like terms, so 3x, x, and negative 7x. And I also could have negative x squared, 2x squared, and 5x squared. So those are some. Then you could also have constants. So you could have done constants like 1, 4, negative 2, and 7. And some unlike terms could be 3x, y, and z, because those are all different letters. I could have 2, 17x, and a negative y. And I could have different exponents. What we're going to talk about today is actually adding up our like terms. So off to the side, this is just a little reminder of what are inside of our expressions. And we have some steps to add our like terms. So the first thing we're going to do is always group the like terms. So we're going to group the like terms specifically with signs. And what I mean by that is you're going to make sure that if it's negative, you include the fact that it's negative. Once we do that, we're going to add our coefficients. Or add the constants, depending on if they have a variable or not. So let's take a look down here. When we group our like terms, we're going to group them by like circling, boxing, making a triangle, underlining them. Or if you have highlighters and you want to use different colored highlighters, you can do that too. So I'm just going to circle. So I'm going to circle all my values with an x. So 7x, negative 3x. And then I have 2 constants. I usually underline my constants. If you want to box them, that's fine. Now let's do some examples. So the first thing I'm going to do, let's circle 2x, circle 5x, and then I have 1 constant. Combine my like terms, so I have 2x and 5x, and I'm going to actually rewrite these so that they're next to each other. So 2x plus 5x plus 1. And I'm going to add the coefficients. So 2 plus 5 is 7. So 7x plus 1. And I cannot put 7x and 1 together because they're not like terms. So that's my final answer. Let's try another one. So I'm going to circle my terms with an A. So I have negative 3a, positive 5a, and then I've got 2 constants. And I'm going to rewrite these next to each other. Negative 3a plus 5a plus 2 minus 3. And I'm going to put these together. So negative 3 plus 5 is going to give me positive 2a. And then 2 and negative 3, so 2 minus 3 is negative 1. And this is the same as if I was to write 2a plus negative 1. Okay, next page. There's another way to do this, and that's through combining them vertically. So instead of having them written out horizontally, I could write them above one another. So I could have this first expression, so 5a plus 3b minus 6c. And I'm going to add it and put the other one right on the bottom. And you want to make sure you line up your letters. So a should go with a. So 2a minus 4b plus 13c. And I'm going to add them up. So 5 plus 2 is 7a. 3 minus 4 would be negative 1. And negative 6 plus 13c. So those are 2 different opposite signs. So I'm going to subtract 13 minus 6, which is 7. This should be positive, so plus 7c. So that would be my answer. Let's try it again. So I'm going to line them up vertically, 2x plus 3y minus 4. Now what happens here is I have a 5x, but I don't have a term with a y, so I'm going to leave that blank. Or if you want to, you could put plus 0y, because 0 isn't going to change anything, and then the plus 2. So now I'm going to add them. 5 plus 2 would be 7. So 7x plus 3y minus 2. Okay, that's all for this lesson. Good luck on your homework.